Well, hope everybody's doing well tonight. Okay, uh, backstage is I'm able to hear a little bit of the conversation of the things that go on in the chat and how people feel and what they're talking about and some of the concerns. And this is chief concerns. We understand that. I heard a little bit of some nervousness going on, and I'm hoping that people's knees are not shaking because this is a time that we need to have a backbone. See, we've been up against this before. We was up against something like this last year, and people still had doubts about who we were going to be and what was going to become of the Chiefs and how they're going to pull it off and how they're going to get a win. A little bit before the show started, I actually got my my daughter's boyfriend uh, told me, said, "Hey, my pops wanted me to tell you something." I said, "Okay," and I'm thinking it's going to be, "Hi, how you doing? How's everything going?" He's a Steelers fan, and he said, "Y'all not going to win that 3P." I was like, "Oh man!" It hit me right here in my heart. I was like, "Wow, wow!" But you know what? The Steelers at in Cancun, they having a good time like everybody else. Not a good time. Probably not where they want to be, but they can't help it. The champs are here. We bring in the old Buffalo Billies to Kansas City, to Arrowhead old GEHA Stadium. And I hope you noticed one thing about me tonight. I wasn't gonna play any music. I didn't want to create any type of fluff, but I had to go back in my closet, deep back in my closet, and get my fatigue out. I had to get my warrior hat out. Okay, representative. That we going to war. This is a battle. This is what this thing's gonna be. So make no mistake about it. We're not looking for shaky knees. We're not looking for soft backs. See, because in this game, only the strong survive. This is what this thing is about. So I want everybody to understand, okay? These guys have been forged in this fire from the start of training camp, trying to get this thing done. Ever since they won it last year, they went straight back to work. They took a little time off. They did. But what's in their sights, what was right here in their heart, all they thought about was getting another one. That's what they thought. That's what they believed. And so what they did is they went to training camp, got a fast receiver from Texas, went and got and plucked one of the greatest receivers in our time, DeAndre Hopkins. We made sure, we said, we are going back. Guess what? We one step away, going back to the big dance. This time belongs to us, nobody else. This is our championship. We ain't gonna let nobody take it from us. Nobody. You ain't ready for the war? Find somebody else to get in your place. We got to be about it. Pure and simple. So we're gonna talk about these keys to victory. What it's gonna take to be the Buffalo Bills. Guys up there that jump on tables for fun. feel like the hardest thing they do is let me go ahead and throw some store around you and jump on the table. Show my toughness. We got something for them. We got a few tables we're going to put across their back. What's going to happen? I want to see you jump through that. I want to see you jump through that. Now, let's talk about these keys to victory. I'm a little pissed off today. I'm sorry. Okay? Because I just, some of this notion of this being shaky like Don Knotts. If people don't know who Don Knotts are or who he is, look it up. Don Knotts will be shaking all the time, just doing always like this. Now, this ain't the time for that. Okay? If you got somebody beside you who's doing all that, snatch them up and say it's time to go. We got time to play for that. So number one thing we need to do for victory, let's make this plain. We must protect this house. We must protect this house, baby. That's what it's got to be. Protect this house. This is our home. Arrowhead is our domain. Nobody comes in and pushes us around in our own home. Nobody. Not Josh Allen. Not Cook. Samuel, whoever you name them. I don't care who it is. They don't care. This is our house. We're going to protect it at all costs. Believe it. At all costs. Everybody's going to get the business. Everybody. If somebody comes off their bus, we might have to hit them in the mouth as soon as they come off. And I'm talking to everybody. I'm talking about managers and everybody else is what I'm talking about. If a manager across from you, you need to run across on the other side of the field and grab that manager by his throat too. So I'm asking managers, I'm asking gardeners, I'm asking trainers, everybody, part of the Chiefs, we're going to get a piece of everybody over on Buffalo side. Believe that. That's what we got to do. Number two thing we have to do, offensive line has to be bullies. Come on, O-line. Come on, O-line. This is your fight today. When we come in on Sunday, when we line up, we need to understand that the game is going to be won up front. It's going to be the toughest out of the toughest. Who's going to come out on top? When I'm talking about being bullies, I'm talking about folding each and everybody up. Von Miller, I love seeing Von Miller. Hell of a player. Hell of a player. He's going to go in the Hall of Fame. But it's going to be determined off this game. His ass ain't going to be there. We're going to make sure that. Von Miller, you know what it is. You was in Denver all those years. You know how we used to fold you up. It's time to run that back on you. Whole defensive line, I don't care who it is, who they got. I told you, you line them all up. Every single one of them. Line them up, knock them down. O-line, that's your job. That's your job on Sunday. Nobody touches Pat. Nobody. And open those holes up for Kareem Hunt and Pacheco. Then let's go to work. Number three thing we have to do. Playmakers got to go off. Playmakers got to go off. Talking to you, Worthy. You had a great game against them last week, or the last time we played. I'm sorry, the last time we played, you had a great game against them. Keep it going. You done came into your own. To me, you have worked yourself into being a superstar. That's where I see you at. We got to get the ball to you. The one guy I mentioned before we wanted to go get, D-Hop. We need to give the ball to him. When in doubt, give it to the guy that's the hungriest, the guy that's most deserving. And that guy right there is D-Hop. We got another one. they ain't seen before because we didn't have him. That's Hollywood Brand. Woo, Hollywood, go off, baby. I'm telling you, we could burn this secondary to death. We could burn it. With your speed, Worthy speed, D-Hop hands, Juju's hands, Watson going out there getting blocks, catching some footballs, and you know your boy's coming through. You already know what that's going to be. 8-7. They ain't got no answer for you. I watched the Ravens tight ends do them in. Likely, Andrews, they took their shot at him. Noah Gray, Travis Kelce. I hope your boo's in town. I know she wants to see what's going on. Go out there and represent it for her, okay? That's what we got to do. Playmakers got to go off. Number 4, I love this. My boy Marcus used to always call this, and I'll say it right now. This is why I wrote it. Hunt for Red October. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm talking about a heavy dose, Kareem Hunt. A heavy dose is what we got to see from you. We can't back away from that. If our run game don't start out good, we can't go away from it. And I'm talking to you, Andy and Nagy. I'm talking to you guys. Run, Kareem, Hunt to death. He's ready. He's ready to eat. And guess what? I think Pac's ready. Gonna take him a couple games, get him back into the mix of things. I think he's ready. I think he's watched the film, understanding he needs to be patient, wait for the holes to come and develop for him. He is ready. Go off, 10. Go off, 10. Now, the 5th thing we need to do, score in the red zone and score with your man. It's real simple. It's real simple. When we get the ball down in the red zone, as much as I like Buckner, I don't want to see his ass out there on the field. Sorry, Buck. Save your leg for the Super Bowl. Save it. I'd rather you sit back over there, keep yourself warm, okay? Hell, I don't even want you to come out of your nice tailored suit. That's how I feel about it. Because when we're in the red zone, we need to score. Pretty much simple. And that's on the offense. That's what we got to do, guys. On offense, you got to score. And then on offensive line, you got to score with your man. What does that mean? That means you got to bench press your guy and put him in the end zone. We talking about winning the line of scrimmage. That's what I'm talking about. You got to dominate up front. That's what it has to happen. Don't make no mistake about it. You got to win up front. When we get down there in the red zone, we get down there to the goal line, score with your man. That's what has to happen. Go to the defensive side of the football now.
Want to make some quick cash during the rest of the NFL playoffs? There's still time to embrace your inner underdog. Over the last 4 weeks, we have given 15 selections and have cashed on 13 of them, predicting higher or lower on multiple different player statistics. So we are ready to continue this heater into the conference championship and beyond. So if you've yet to download the Underdog app, do so now and get free cash. Click the link in the description or use promo code CHIEFCONCERNS, that's one word, to claim your free pick plus first-time deposit offer up to $1,000 in bonus cash. It's conference championship weekend, so let's continue to keep the good vibes in 2025.
All right, y'all got to excuse me. I told you I'm a little perturbed. I'm a little upset at this moment. Okay, so I'm gonna calm down a little bit. Come on the defensive side, give it to you there. Ooh-wee. Telling you, man, we don't need it. We don't want it. We can't have it. No, sir. Not today, not tomorrow, and definitely not on Sunday. Can't have no doubt. Can't have no fear. We got to make sure we take care of business. Pure and simple. That's what it boils down to. That's what it boils down to. I wish I was over at the game. Coming out this weekend. But it's going to be my sweetie's birthday, my darling daughter, one of my daughter's birthday. So, great cause. We're going to watch this. We're doing the birthday and all of that. We're going to be watching the game. We're going to be cheering a lot and celebrating a lot. So just be ready. Now, let's go ahead and get on the defensive side of football. What do we need to do? Number one thing, I'm going to go back what we talked about on offense. What we have to do, win the line of scrimmage. Win line. Just make it so. LOS. How about that? Who's going to show up? Who's showing up? Who's going to show up? We know CJ's going to be there. We know Minnie who's going to be there. Kalafi's came out. You had the 3 sacks last week. Beautiful job. Beautiful job. Now, when they decided to kick you out, you got to wrong on that guy. If that guard comes over, which they're going to pull a lot. We see this on film all the time from them. When Josh Allen decides to run or they decide to get 1 or 2 different yards, they're going to pull their guard, they're going to pull their tackle. If you see it, you got to blow his ass up in the backfield. I'm sorry. That's what's got to happen from you. No excuses. Get it done. FAU, same thing with you. Time for you to start showing up as well. Come on, big fella. Let's go. Now, inside. Panel. Turk. Nandi. Y'all got to go out there, man, and destroy and play outside of your frame. That's what I'm looking to. It's going to be the other guys, the unsung heroes that don't really get all the pub and stuff. I want to see what you're going to do. You going to make some noise this game? We're going to put it on your back. Let's go. All 3 of y'all guys I just named, y'all got to show up. Number 2, we must, at all costs, stop Josh Allen. I'm gonna say this, okay? And I don't want nobody to take me to thinking it the wrong way, okay? Because we're gonna be within legal bounds of doing things. But if you get a chance, you get an opportunity, put a hat on that man, you make sure you make him pay for it. He takes off running, you make sure you hit him in every single faculty that he's got. Every single one. Playing within the bounds of football, you do that. But he decides to take off running, every bit of his 6'5", 6'6", well, however tall he is, frame, you make sure you hit that joker so hard, he'll go to the sideline and tell him, I don't want to run that play anymore. Please don't do that. I want him going to the blue tent within the boundaries. Nothing nasty, but this is football. This is a physical sport. I'm going to say this. I don't think Josh Allen's really been hit hard. Not really. He's taken some hits, but he ain't been hit hard, though. He ain't really been hit. I want to see who's going to unleash that. Bring that hell on him. Who's going to go ahead and light his ass up when he comes through there? Somebody pick it up. Who going to do it? Number 3. Can't let the tight ends beat us. I do believe this is the game that they're going to try to throw the ball to the tight end a lot. Okay? A lot. They got Kincaid. They got Knox. I think they believe, from what they've seen in the past, that the Chiefs cannot cover the tight end. I think they're going to try to do that a whole lot this game. Okay? Well, we got to cover the tight end. Linebackers, safeties, do your job. Get out there, get in their tail, and you make sure they don't catch nothing. Make them earn every little thing they try to do. Can't let the tight ends beat us. Number 4 thing needs to happen. Right here. This is what I love. I heard Mike Brennan talk about it. Spags was a little bit vanilla, huh? Yeah, maybe. Maybe not of it. But this is what you have to do. Mike, I believe you, and I'm going to say it right here. Bring the pain. Bring the pain. Look. Who's blowing their noses out there on Sunday? Who's going to be it? That's what I want to see. I want to see blitzes coming from everywhere, where we disguise it that they can't really see it. Josh Allen, after he gets hit so many times in the blue tip, he don't know what's going to be able to happen. When we decide to come, we got to hit home. Those blitz on the edges. Najee, Connors, Reed, Trent McDuffie, whoever it is, Joshua Williams, we need to bring the blitz from everywhere. Hell, bring one from out the stands. How about that? You get a joker up the concourse and tell him to take off running down the steps and send him out on a blitz from the outside. How about that? See how that's going to work. I think we can do it. I think we can do it. If we can't do it, find somebody else that can. Number 5, real simple. Keep them out of the end zone. They can't score, they can't win. They can't score, they can't win. They don't have nobody to throw the ball to. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. They kind of light on receivers. Shakur's their guy. What we need to do is we got to be able to cover slots. You know who should be over and over on slots? That needs to be Trent McDuffie. Our guys on the outside, we got Jalen Watson back. Y'all didn't see him last time. Joshua Williams, Najee, whoever it is on the outside, hold your man. Hold your man. That's going to be the key. Outside the corners, you got to hold your man the entire game. That's what's got to happen. Let Trent run around in the middle. Okay, Slott's the one that's been killing us. Okay, we're going to switch some things up. I know Spags. I know Spags. He's a brilliant man, and I know exactly what he's going to do. But we got to make sure them jokers do not score. Keep them out of the end zone. Now, I know I'm probably going a little long on this. We got a task that we need to achieve. We got somebody that's in our way. And there's some jokers up there from Buffalo. Now, I know Pat and Josh are good friends, and they respect one another as they should. They are both competitors, both hell of football players on the field. But right now, there ain't no love lost. Ain't nothing across you with just nothing but enemies. Almost like how Kobe Bryant said Paul Gasol said, as soon as I see him, I'm going to hit him in his chest. I want Patrick Mahomes when he sees Josh out there, go on and bump him up a little bit, throw a shoulder. How about that? Make no mistake about it, man. This is a fight. This is a dog fight. This is war. Like I told you before, I got my fatigues on for a reason. So if you have any doubt, if you have any concerns and you don't quite know where to go and you're going to be nervous and, biting out your fingernails and stuff like that, you probably need to go and get some courage. You probably need to go out there and go get some courage. Kansas is right there. But guess what? Whatever doubts you have, whatever concerns you got, you trust those guys that's out there on the field. It's Spags we trust, and Andy we trust, PM15 we trust, Travis Kelce for sure we trust, Chris Jones, we trust. McDuffie. You can name all those guys. I could go up and down this roster. I have no doubt, no reserves about what these guys are going to achieve. And I'm going to tell you just like this. Tighten up, because we coming for you, Buffalo. We got a few arrows to put in your ass. See you on Sunday.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out the best clips from Chief Concerns. And if you prefer to listen to the show, subscribe and follow us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and anywhere else you get your podcasts.